Week 2 of the National Football League. And we've got the Dolphins, leader at quarterback, coming off a nice week throwing the ball with 4 touchdown throws. It's the Dolphins and the Cheifs, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
You want to talk about a driven player partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On second down, it's Peters, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away to his left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try it up the gut with Gore.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
Looking to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his man on the crossing route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Wheeler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they are looking at a second down and 6 coming up. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. On third down, Peters. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down. It's Wheeler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Wheeler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. It's Wheeler. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He's got Gore. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Dolphins.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Six yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wheeler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. that's all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half, I think.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They're throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Wheeler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
All start. Awesome.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get a...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Peters. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll set up to throw. Gets it off to Freeman.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cheifs. From 13 yards out.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Dolphins offense returning to the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 6. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. 2nd and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. Their lead down the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and
they'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2nd and 9 now. That's taken in by Stewart. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Good protection there on 3rd down. This is just a simple flip to his tight end outside the numbers. And he's able to haul it in and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Wheeler.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. It's Peters. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Peters, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's brought in by Wilson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Up the middle they go. It's Peters. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Peters. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Got a man, and oh, he coughed it up, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to get with that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
He finds his man, complete. That's Alexander. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Gore diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Peters. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Peters, and he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. On 3rd down, it's Peters. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the 2nd half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
What an atmosphere this was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Chiefs, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to